watch daily videos, and ace your GRE preparation. Don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, hi guys, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are revving up your GRE preparation, watching all of these videos, and if you are liking these videos, do like, comment and let me know that what's the next video that you actually want me to do. I would ensure that I curate a video out of it and help you out. And all of you guys must be aware that every Monday and Friday lectures are going on. There is a link given below of the course. You can use the code GREKing50 and you can get access to the course. If you are aiming for your applications, you also want me to help you out with your letter of recommendation, statement of purpose. So I've been mentoring students for all of these things from past 3.5 years. So I'll be more than happy to help you. When you go to the link, you can choose the GAP program, like the Turbo GAP program, which includes your applications as well as your preparation. For people who are just aiming for preparation, you can choose the advanced program, okay? And both these programs, you can use coupon code GREKing50 and you can get some discount as well. Okay, now let's begin today's topic. So today's topic, you might have seen from the description, we are going to talk about how to get a perfect GRE score and how to aim a 330 plus score in GRE. Okay, so you have to be very sit with full concentration with a pen and a paper and note down all the strategies. I am going to divide this strategy into two parts. Okay, the first part would be understanding the GRE algorithm and the second part would be GRE study strategy. Okay, so let's begin with the first part, which is GRE, understanding the GRE algorithm. Okay, now let's talk about few pointers. I have made notes for people ask me a lot of queries and questions, so I've actually made notes on my PC, so you can also see them here. So I'll be talking about all the pointers that I've actually curated for you guys. The first and the most important thing is, if you have to understand the GRE algorithm, it's an adaptive test. Okay, the difficulty level of each section, you will be having 6 sections, which includes your analytical writing assessment also. That's your essay section. Okay, so the level of difficulty level of each section depends on how did you perform in the first section. Okay, so if your first section you performed like really well, the next section is going to be slightly difficult. Okay, if you did not perform that well, the next section is going to be slightly easier. Now definition of easy and difficult is relative. Okay, it depends from person to person. I might find something easy and you might find it difficult. Okay, so don't start judging. It's an algorithm, it's a machine. Don't start judging that this section was, I think it was very easy, so I've screwed up the exam. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so stop manipulating and curating that what are the things that could happen and okay, how the computer is performing. Instead, focus on what you are actually focus on the questions and aim to have a very good score and no mistakes. Okay, so that is the area there where you have to focus on. It's an adaptive test. If you do solve it, if your one section went like very well, it was a difficult section and you performed very well, the next section is going to be more difficult. If it was an easy section and you performed really well, the next section is going to be a difficult section. Okay, so that is something that you have to keep in mind. Moving ahead to the next point in understanding the GRE algorithm is, you can go back to the previous question. Okay, so if you go to the next question, and if you think that the previous question, or you want to again recheck the question, so you can go back to the previous question, and if you want to change your answer, so that is also possible. Okay, so it's not like once you click the correct answer, so you cannot change it or you cannot go back to the question. So that is also very important thing that you have to keep in mind. If you're dicey about something, so you can always go back and change it, but just ensure that once only you do it well, because what happens is you are wasting a lot of time also, and time management is also very important. We'll speak about it in the later part of the video. Next important thing is experimental scores. Experimental section scores are not recognizable. Okay, so out of the 5 sections that you would have, you can either have 3 quant sections and 2 verbal sections, or you will have 3 verbal section and 2 quant section, and you don't know. Okay, so for example, if there are 5 sections, leaving the AWA, First section was quants, next is going to be verbal, next is going to be quants, next is going to be verbal. Now the last section can be verbal or can be quants. You don't know about it, okay? And it does not mean that, whatever the last section is, that's the experimental section. No. You would not come to know out of these 5 sections, any one section which was extra was experimental section, and they don't declare it and you would never come to know about it, okay? But the good part about this is experimental section scores are not counted towards your GRE score. So if you have had 3 verbal sections, one of which was experimental, that will not be counted towards your final score. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that, and moreover you would not come to know that which was your experimental section. So that is something that that you should know, but you should not worry about it that much. Okay, and it's completely like you might get a extra verbal section or quant section, nobody knows about it, everybody gets it in a different format. Okay, so this was all about understanding the GRE algorithm. Now let's move ahead with the GRE study strategy, what you should focus on and how you should plan. Okay, first and the most important thing is there should be no gaps in content knowledge. Lot of people take it for granted that I know all of the foundations of maths and verbal reading comprehension, I've been doing it since ages. No, your content knowledge, your basic foundations for your quants is very important. Okay, so the questions would revolve around your foundation only, okay? But there is going to be a trap in every question. So you have to understand the trap in every question, because along with asking you the foundation questions, they are going to put up an element of critical thinking, okay? So that's the element that you have to recognize. And if you have been practicing since a long time, every question before you come to the final answer, you should ask yourself that what was the trap in this particular question. Okay, so that is something that you have to keep in mind while you are solving all of these questions. Okay, now moving ahead to the next and the most important thing is it's an error focused examination. So while you are solving questions, it is very important that you understand and ask yourself that what did I do wrong, why did I do it wrong, and how can I improve on it. Okay, so these are the 3 questions that you have to ask yourself, because there is no point solving 10 books, okay, completing all the 10 books and not focusing on your mistakes. Okay, so that is also very important, that you have to spend time in studying your mistakes. Okay, this is something very specific to GRE, that all the mistakes that you have done, why you have been doing it, how, like what was the issue behind that mistake. Like either you did not understand the concept, or you did not know the concept, or there was a time management issue. What was the reason behind it? Okay, so spend time in studying all the mistakes and analyzing, because if you are solving like 20 marks and if you're not spending time in analyzing your mistakes, you are not going to improve on your scores. Okay, so that is something that I that's a very good piece of advice that I want to give you all. Moving ahead, I want to talk to you in terms of verbal and quant section. So verbal is going to be out of 170, and quants is going to be out of 170. Now, okay, so in order to get like 170 on 170, okay, in your verbal ability, now understand the criteria, how GRE works. Okay, in order to get 170 on 170 in GRE verbal, okay, you can miss 0 to 1 question. Okay, 0 to 1 question if you do wrong, like even if your 1 question is wrong, okay, then also you can get a perfect 170 on 170 in your GRE verbal. Okay, but when I talk about in terms of your GRE quants, in order to get a 170 on 170, you have to get 0 misses. Okay, so even if you have 1 miss, okay, or if you do a 1 question wrong, then you would get 169. Okay, so it is structured in this way that for verbal ability section, even if you have 0 to 1 misses, you can get a perfect score. But for quant section, if you will only get a perfect score like 170 on 170 only if you have 0 misses, that everything is correct. So that's how the GRE structure is. So you have to train your mind and preparation in that particular format. Okay, moving ahead to the last but not the least, time management plays a very important role. I always suggest all the students that first thing that you have to do is you have to focus on your accuracy, and the next thing that you have to do is you have to focus on your speed. So for quants, you would have 20 questions to solve in 35 minutes, and for verbal ability, you're going to have 20 questions to solve in 30 minutes. So ideally, you should train yourself to solve each question in 1 minute, so that if you want some time for revision or changing something, so you can actually have that time with you. Okay, and plus the exam time preparation is also going to be there, which would slow you down. So that is also something that you have to consider. Okay, so this is how you have to understand first the GRE exam and plan your preparation strategy accordingly. This was all from my end in this video, and before moving ahead, all you have to do is start studying, start preparing. I would actually train all of you guys in all of these aspects. All you have to do is you have to attend live lectures every Monday and every Friday, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Okay, you can check the link of the course, and if you want a one-on-one consultation, just drop an email on grekingforstudents@gmail.com. I'll be able to help you out. This is Aishwarya signing off. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.